Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum. Magandang umaga diyan sa Pilipinas, magandang umaga dito sa Saudi Arabia, and of course, buenas noches Colombia. Good evening Colombia. This is your Pangmasang Admin Sam, and welcome to my exclusive live interview ngayon. Kasama ko ang Miss World Colombia, Andrea Romero. So finally, guys, we are doing the interview now, and I am excited to know more about our guest today. And she will be flying to Vietnam for the 73rd Miss World pageant. So, of course, congratulations pala sa pambato natin. Of course, we just won the Miss Supranational 2026 crown with Katrina Ligado. So this is the second time that a Filipina won the Miss Supranational crown. And of course, hindi ko na patatagalin to. Please help me welcome, of course, the beautiful, the confident, and the well-spoken, the pride of Colombia, Queen Andrea Romero. Hello!
Hello, nice to meet you, Sam. Finally.
Finally, yes, we are making the interview now.
Yes, I was so excited. I'm running because today's my last day here in my city,
Yes,
Ija. But I can't go to Vietnam before doing this interview. I admire your work, how you study, and you're so
yes.
passionate for beauty pageants. So thank you so much because people like you really recognize the value and the effort that beauty brings to do through history.
Wow. Are you excited for for the Miss World 2026 pageant?
Yes, so much, so much. I'm really interested in how I'm going to meet you, Leah, and how I'm
Yes.
going to get in my room. All those
Yes.
details I think about all the time. But I'm trying to enjoy and live the present and work really hard so that we can get that dream come true.
Wow. So, is this your first time to travel to Asia, or have you been
Yes.
to Vietnam before? Wow.
No. It's
Mm.
my first time coming to Asia, and I think it's what a beautiful first time to be within this world organization. But I'm really excited. I love the Asian culture. I want to immerse more of it
Mm.
in that complex, but at the same time so simple and beautiful details they have. We're really different, like two different worlds, but I'm really
Yes.
open and excited to recognize all this culture and history they have.
Yes. So, what are you looking forward to seeing or experiencing in Vietnam?
I think that the first thing I would love to see is if it is true that Vietnamese people are so welcoming.
Yes. And they're
People
very
normally
friendly.
say, I've been asking so many people, and I've met like two Vietnamese, and they say that they're really warm. It feels like home.
Exactly.
So that's the first thing I would love to, like verify. I think it will be like that, but to really feel that safe space, I really would like to love that. Second, the gastronomy. I've seen that they have really healthy food, a lot of
Exactly.
vegetables. So
Yes.
I am
Mm-mm.
excited because of that too.
Yes, and when it comes to pageantry, they also have one of the best stylists and designers
Oh,
in the
yes.
pageantry
No,
world.
I saw that there are places that just in 24 hours, they can give you an amazing dress in Vietnam. And I'm
Wow.
like,
Mm-mm.
this is incredible. This in Colombia and Latin America doesn't exist.
Wow. And of course, I do shout out to Blaze Moran. Hello, Sir Sam and Andrea Romero. Hello there. Yes, thank you. And of
Oh,
course, we have your supporters here. How does it feel that you have a lot of supporters in your quest for the first Miss World crown for Colombia?
you know, it's it's just a privilege. I feel so grateful because of it. But mostly I feel like a commitment, a responsibility to give the best name and the best place to my country that I think that we deserve it. And I really want the world to know Colombia, that we have incredible women, not just for their bodies or their beautiful smiles, but because
Yes.
we are hardworking people. And that
Mm-mm.
we have here an educational system that is really strong. And I think that
Exactly.
through my communication as a social communicator, I can be
Exactly.
a speaker, and it's exactly what Miss World is looking for always. A woman that can be pretty, but has this beauty when she speaks that connects with people.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
that's really the most important thing I want as a Colombian to bring to Miss World.
Yes. And even if Colombia has not won the Miss World crown yet, but we know that Colombia is still a pageant powerhouse or a power performing
Yes.
country when it comes to
Yes.
pageantry. Now, I'd like to ask, how does it feel representing the Colombia in the major international stage? And it's
As you
happening now.
said, Colombia is has a way in our slash, but
Yes.
it's a huge responsibility. The
Yes.
people have so much spectatives when they see a Colombiana in a beauty pageant.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
it's really an honor to continue that like legacy and to demonstrate that it's not just a myth, is a reality. I think
Yes.
as a coast woman, because I'm from Barranquilla, where Shakira is from, as you said in the last interview.
Exactly. Shakira.
Sofia
Yes.
Vergara, Paulina Vega.
Sofia Vergara.
In the
Yes.
coast of Colombia, I think we have that thing that really it's just something about being extrovert and connecting to people, being so
Mm-mm.
warm. I think it's related to our Vietnamese people. So I think that as a Colombian is it's an important sash, but at the same time, a commitment to continue demonstrating to the world that Colombian women are more
Mm-mm.
than coffee, than pretty women, than emeralds. We're really hardworking people. And we have the preparation to have
Yes.
the first crown of this world.
Yes, exactly. So, back in history, the Miss World started in 1951 with Kiki Håkansson of Sweden won the first crown. And it was until in 1963 that Colombia first joined the pageant with Paulina Vargas. Does it add pressure to you that people now are expecting you to bring the first Miss World crown to Colombia?
I think that is my most important let's say like alarm when I go to
Yes.
the world. I need to remember every day
Yes.
that people really have this faith, this emotion, this feeling that we can have that first crown. And as you said, we
Yes.
have four first runners. We're this close.
Yes. Fourth
We're this
runners up.
close.
Almost. Yes.
We're this close. But I decide to see it with everything that has happened in just 2 years. That maybe if it's God's will to be me, the first one to make history with all my team. So
Wow.
I see it as that. I see it as an opportunity to, you know, get the name of my country way higher and make history. That's my mission here in this world. My first mission. Yes.
Wow. And we are looking forward for that to happen. And of course, if we look back the history of Miss World, it's very interesting that the year when Philippines first placed in Miss World, it was also the year that Colombia placed in the Miss World pageant, and that was in 1968. So I
I
have actually a
heard it
photo of that.
because of you. I heard it because of you. Wow.
Wow. Yes, we have here the photo. Our representative that time was Pinky Amaboyok or Cecilia Pinky Amaboyok, who was fourth runner-up, and Miss Colombia was the
Wow.
third runner-up. Yes, and
I want to say, mahal ka
Beatrice
kayo. Mahal ka
Sierra
kayo.
Gonzalez. Yes, wow. Sorry. I
Mahal ka
interrupted you.
kayo.
Oh,
I'm trying to learn because,
wow, we love you too.
I love, like how Filipinos are just so passionate in every single
Yes,
thing they do, and beauty pageant, of course, it's
yes,
not an exception. So I really want to meet Filipinos there in Vietnam. And
Wow,
I
exactly.
know
Asia
that
or Simpson.
yes, Aisha. I've been
Yes.
talking to her
Mm,
because she's really
mm,
welcoming and I can see she's really sweet. I really want to meet her. And, maybe in history we can see that even though we're in different continents and such opposite worlds, through beauty
exactly.
pageants, we have always been like sisters, like rubies, like as you can say, as you said later before, we really have a history from Philippines.
Yes.
Um,
And I would like to share that one. You did mention that you have four first runners up, and of course, it was started in 1981 by Nini Soto. Of course, the winner
yes, I
was Miss
love her. I
Venezuela,
love her.
Pilin Leon, and of course, in 1983, Rocio Luna was first runner-up to Miss United Kingdom, was the Miss World that time, Sarah Jane Hutt. And then we have in 1996, I remember this year, it was held in Bangalore, India. First runner-up was your country, Miss Colombia, and of course, our queen that time, I remember that one, Desiree, yes, most personality for the Philippines. And back in 2002, it was won by Miss Turkey, Azra Akin, and the first runner-up was the gorgeous Natalia Pilarta.
Peralta, yes.
Yes. Now, if I'm going to ask you, why is Miss World has been elusive for a Colombian queen to win?
Mm, I think you know that Miss World is the most complex beauty pageant in the
Mm-mm.
entire world because we know I think we have a concept that may be wrong about beauty pageants, and is that
Mm-mm.
a queen should just be pretty and have a good cut look and
Yes.
for example, she just goes to photo shoots or she just knows how to be a model. No.
Yes.
And the reason why I chose Miss World and the reason why I am in beauty pageants is because
Yes.
I love this beauty with a purpose slogan of legs and to
Mm.
see how a beauty pageant may be a social leader that embraces many talents, opportunities, and her BWAP is so important. It's maybe the reason why she even wins. Like there are many things that a Miss World embraces and needs to have. For example, she needs to be eloquent and have a
Yes,
powerful
exactly.
message, a storyteller.
Mm-mm.
Miss World is a woman that has a story and connects with people through it. So I think that this is a powerful message that maybe in Colombia, it's not that we have wrong, but we need to perfect. And that is why, with all my team, specifically my dad, who's a strategist, we've
Why?
tried to
Yes.
start.
Oh,
Yes, he's here a strategist in Colombia. So instead
so
of doing
Johnny.
like a instead of doing a business strategy or a political campaign, is he sees this like a beauty pageant campaign. And with my family, we studied the last 15 and all the 75 years of Miss World, and we know perfectly what Julia, what the organization wants and what really I think it's a responsibility for me in the concentration to show is that I want to be that woman that works with the organization, that I truly feel in my heart that I have a purpose in this world. And it's, way more than the crown. But the crown is the platform that I think that may go through Inspire, my social project, go and reach so many places around the world with youth and that is the reason why I think Miss World is so important and that Colombian women should realize that being a Miss World, it's not about being pretty. Pretty girls are in the entire world. You need to be
Yes.
a woman that has a powerful message on English, because in Colombia sometimes the speaking skills are not that easy or are complex.
Mm-mm.
But this year, thanks to my dad and my mom, I had the opportunity since I was a kid to learn English. My
Exactly.
mom is a
You're well
teacher.
spoken.
Thank
Yes.
you. my mom is a teacher, so they always
Ah,
taught
that's
us
why.
how
Yes,
important it
yes.
is to have education. Even though we
Mm-mm.
didn't have money or we were just, a middle low class here in Colombia, they always try to give me the best. Even if they
Wow.
didn't eat, even if they didn't know what we have to like eat in breakfast tomorrow. They always had classes, teachers, and embrace
Wow.
education in my life. So that is why I think this English is really important in this world. So you can communicate
Mm-mm.
and transcend barriers in international.
Wow. And your supporters are here. Saludos, Andrea. Nuestra hermosa, inteligente representa
Oh, you speak
traída corona.
Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish. I just read it.
How do you speak
Filipino.
Spanish?
We are colonized by the Spaniards for 333 years. So that's why we're familiar with the Spanish
Yes,
languages, but we don't speak.
yes,
Yes.
the Filipinas I met, they know a lot of Spanish, and I'm surprised about that. You're really
Yes.
qualified.
And we have Johan Calao here. Yes, of course. Hermosísima Andrea Romero. Su carisma y valores representa la integridad de la mujer. Próxima Miss
Oh, thank
Mundo
you.
International.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Mm,
I feel
wow.
so happy. These messages before going to Vietnam, they're my
Exactly.
strongest motivation.
Yes. You have
I'm
mentioned
really
about, yes.
sensitive. I'm really sensitive these days. Yesterday,
Wow.
yesterday the government here in Colombia, in my department, they did a farewell for me, and
Wow.
it took like 3 hours. And
Mm-mm.
I cried so much because we saw the kids of the different foundations we work for, about
Mm.
bullying and their prevention, mental health, and there were many groups, many youth, many children, and to see this institutional support before me leaving is something historical in my country that has never been
Exactly.
addressed for a queen. So I cried so much. They gave me the microphone. I had to say some words, but I was just saying thank you
Yes.
so much because of you, I can go
Mm.
to Miss World with all your team, with everyone and every single person here, from all the designers, from all the logistic, the staff. You know,
Yes.
I'm just the face of a project. And I feel this huge responsibility, but such a privilege with God. And I'm so grateful that we can be way closer to that crown that I think that we deserve.
Wow. I remember last year I was in Thailand during the Miss Universe pageant, and I get a chance to interview, of course, the reigning MGI All-Star winner now, Vanessa Polgarin,
Yeah.
and Colombian woman, of course, like the Filipina, they have this command, they have this power, they have this confidence,
Yes.
and we love that. We love that. What is there in Colombia that you have this confidence, you have this power, you have this command on stage, and even in, you know, when you are talking with them, like
You
you.
know, I met Vanessa here in my city and in Colombia. She's an incredible woman. And
Exactly.
the thing that I most admire of her
And she
is
is in the
how
Philippines. Sorry.
right now,
Now. Yeah, right now. Again, for two times. Because she
wow,
will be a judge for another pageant in the Philippines. That's Reina
you
Filipinas.
know,
That would be tomorrow.
Vanessa is a woman that whatever she wants to accomplish, she would, because
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
just so
Mm-mm.
hardworking. And I think she's the example that dreams can come true when you work really hard for them.
Sa mga ganito
Exactly.
naman na Exactly. Exactly. Yes. I would
And
like to ask.
I think that what
Yes.
Colombian
Go on.
women have, it's our history as Colombian women hasn't been any easier, as I think for the women in the entire world, and that is why through resilience and I think being resistant to a lot of violence in our country decades ago, I think that that didn't kill us. It makes us stronger. And confidence, I think that has been a tool for us Colombian women to survive, to show how powerful we are, and
Mm.
institutionally, personally, professionally. Confidence is key,
Mm.
as we say. And
Yes.
as women in beauty pageants, we need to show that confidence that every single woman we see here in the streets. If I go out of
Yeah.
here, there's going to be a mother that is the head of her family working for her
Mm.
children. If I go to the other street, there's going to be a mother working in her house, strong. If she's an artisan, for example, I work with artisans. So women in Colombia, I think they're the women that are so strong and hardworking because we don't need men. Sometimes we don't even need opportunities because women in
Mm.
Colombia create opportunities. And that is what I try to show as every beauty pageant should do. And Vanessa, it's a great example of how Colombian women
Mm.
are. We never get ourselves enough. We're not comfortable by just participating or just doing good. We want to do excellent and do great.
Yes.
So that defines who we are.
Wow. I would like to start because I would like to ask because Colombia is of course known in pageantry. How big is beauty pageant, especially in your place in Barranquilla? Barranquilla.
You know, it's really big here. Decades ago, when it was just a
Yes.
national beauty pageant, because today the franchise are divided. But when it was a
Yes.
national beauty pageant, the day that, for example, a department or a region won, in that
Mm-mm.
region, we were having a festival and no one worked. There were no schools. That
The
village.
carnival, Carnival de Barranquilla, right?
Oh, yes. You know, that's
Yes.
one of the best carnivals in the entire world because of our
Exactly.
history and cultural.
World famous.
UNESCO declared as a cultural
Yes.
patrimony.
Mm.
And I was
Wow.
there these 2 years, and
Ah,
and I think that's amazing. You know, you have to come, Sam. You have to come to the
looking
this
forward to that,
carnival.
especially your city. Yes. Of course,
Yes,
Bogota is there.
when we have the
Yes.
crown in Colombia, I will send you a text.
Thank you for that. I would like to ask also, in your family, who is your big influence to be a beauty queen?
I think that you already know.
Your dad?
Yes, and
Yes.
not because he wanted to me to be a beauty pageant, because in the beginning, nobody wanted to support me. And not because they didn't think I had the capacity. It was because, you know, it's a strong project. And my
Yes.
dad is so competitive. Like me and him, we're going to do our best or we do nothing. We are from streams, you know. If
Yes.
we don't make ourselves kill, then we don't go to any part. So of course, in that moment, he was like, "No, I don't know. You know, it's a big inversion, and I'm the oldest of four sisters. We have a big family, so you know,
Mm.
I think that what really motivates me about my dad as the head of my family is that he's taking so much risk, not only just for me, but for my entire family. This is not only me,
Yes.
it's for my sisters, for my parents, for my grandmothers, from my nanny, from my cousin,
Mm.
from my stylist.
Yes.
This is a family project. So we're taking so much risk, and he's the one that goes ahead because of this, you know. And see how much he's not scared or feared to lose because of this is really what inspires me to do. Right now, if I can show you, this is not on the script. I am in a designing room. I know you can see.
Wow. So your
And
clothes are there?
I'm here doing an interview, but right there is my mom and my dad, the designer. Because I'm going to do it. You know, I
Wow.
think
Salute to them.
that's the biggest influence I've had. How my family, especially my dad as the head, you know, because my mom always supports me. My mom is the best mom. She's like, yes, this, yes, this. But you know, my dad as a strategist, he thinks when. wait a second. But I'm really glad for that, and that's the reason why it's my biggest influence in everything I do.
Yes. So your parents are with you at this time, right?
I'm in a different room.
Okay, so
They're,
before later on, before we end this interview, I think I need to have a chance to at least talk with them and ask a message from them for you. But
okay, if you want to
let's
later,
do that.
later I'll go and I'll show you my
Let's do that.
cousins.
Later on. Yes, later on.
Yes,
Huh?
and I
Okay.
can show you my designer too. I'm going to show you
Yes,
designer.
exactly. Yes, let's do
This
that.
is going
Let's
to be
take a chance.
amazing. It's the first time in an interview that I do this. I love that.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Sam,
No,
for giving me the opportunity.
yeah, you're so welcome. Now, in Philippines, because Philippines is one of the powerhouses in pageantry. Also, it is
Mhm.
expensive to join major national pageant. How expensive? Or is it expensive also in Colombia to join a major pageant, national pageant?
Yes, and yes, and I think that goes for every country, and mostly if you want to
Yes,
do an excellent
exactly,
job.
exactly,
If you want to leave a footprint, if you want to
mm-mm,
transcend, you need to invest a lot.
exactly. Especially that today, almost everything are not free.
Oh well,
Reality.
it's kind of
In some
because
point, yes. Mm-mm-mm.
it's
In
kind of
some
it's
point,
like half
yes.
and half. Yes, as beauty pageants, there are many doors that open for us, but you need to knock. You need to knock.
Yes, I think in Philippines like Colombia because we have this passion for pageantry. We have this very what is the generous designers who are
A
actually
lot.
willing to help
Yes.
every queen. Yes, so we have that advantage for powerhouse countries. Generous
I
designers.
love that.
Mm.
I love that about the Filipinos.
Well, thank you. And okay, all the love support from Colombia bring you dream to life. Okay,
Thank you,
yes, Shane.
Shane.
Yes, Shane, thank you. And of course, uy, from Jacob Barrios, okay. Eres la mejor, Isa Corona es tuya. I hope
Thank
I say
you.
that right.
He said you're
So,
the best. That crown is yours.
wow. So looking forward
Thank
for
you.
that. And now, you you are well spoken. You speak good English, but you still have decided to undergo Q&A training with a Filipina. That's Ma'am Michelle Padayhag.
Yes.
Tell us, what have you learned from your training with
A
Filipina
lot of things.
Q&A?
A lot of things, because sometimes you need that person that helps you organize a lot of ideas when you're so creative. Like when you have a lot to say, you need someone
Yes.
to land all those ideas and all those
Yes.
proposals. So Mitch has helped me a lot to organize and structure what I want to say.
Mm-mm.
Because
Yes.
that is, I think, one of the keys on this world. Because all the women, they have amazing stories. That's the reason why they chose in national and beauty pageants. Because
Exactly.
they have a good position and good credentials. But it's about the women that knows best how to communicate their story. And
Exactly.
that is what Mitch has helped me. And I'm really grateful with her. She's an amazing professional and at the same time, a really humble and beautiful human being. So I am really honored to be working with her. And I want to shout out to Mitch. Thank you so much. I love you.
Welcome. And then let's go back to your Beauty with a Purpose project because one of the strongest points of the Miss World pageant is your Beauty with a Purpose project. You have this Inspi Art, right?
Inspired, yes.
Inspi Art project. Tell us about that.
So Inspired really appears about my life story.
Mhm.
Because and the story of millions of children and youth around the world. Normally, you see me here, you're like, "Oh, she's so pretty." But when I was a kid in school, I suffered a lot of bullying since the first grade until my senior year, and I thought maybe I'm the problem. Like, what's happening with me? Why I'm being so hated and why I'm being
Oh,
so molested? But I understood that, being different and having a voice, being a leader, sometimes
Mm-mm.
it's not comfortable for people.
Yeah,
And
for others. Yes.
and I was one of the girls that when I thought that something was wrong, I don't like injustice. I really don't like injustice. So every time I saw another bullying, not like bullying scenes, I was, getting into it, and that got me a lot of
Mm.
troubles with the bullies. But at the end, one of the things they called me, of all the nicknames, was they called me a worm. Um, why a worm? Because a worm is not pretty. You don't walk and see a worm. Oh, well, it's so pretty. No, a worm is ugly. So we discussed the worms, and I was
Yes.
sad. They made me feel like I was the most disgusting thing in the whole school, and I didn't recognize my value. But the thing is that now that worm has become a beautiful and inspiring butterfly.
Yes.
And
Metamorphosis.
yes, metamorphosis.
Exactly.
So that is
Yes.
why
Mm-mm.
I see myself as a butterfly that flies, so that other beautiful worms may know that they can fly and discover the wings too.
Yes.
So my story is not unique. It's a
Mm-mm.
story of millions of kids around the world. UNESCO says that one of three students suffer bullying in school. And
Yes.
that is why through Inspired Art, through educational, through emotional education, personal growth, through, for example, workshops, and as a speaker, as a social communicator, I go to schools, to institutions, so that children and youth may feel this accompanied and at the same time have the tools so they can discover their purpose and toward that anxiety, that depression, into leadership,
Yes.
into motivation. That is why it's called Inspired Art. Because more than a solution, I want to give
Yes.
company for them and inspire in every single aspect. If you love fashion, if you love sports, to find that thing that moves your heart and gives you a reason to live and to fight for your dreams.
Yes. I love that name, Inspired. It's like inspired by art.
Yes,
And,
the
and
art of
art comes in different
inspiration.
forms.
Yes, the art of inspiration. Yes. And when it was born, when I was 16 years old, here in Colombia, we were passing through a really painful moment of a lot of violence because of in the middle of the pandemic.
Mm-mm.
And there were some youth that they were throwing stones because they were desperate and aimless with the
Yes.
economic part in Colombia, they
Mm-mm.
don't survive by what they do day by day. So of course they were desperate and they started to throw stones, and there was a really violent moment. But I decided to do something different. One day I was invited to the White House here in Colombia, and I
So in
took.
Colombia, you have White House, huh? Or just like in the US?
Yes, yes. It's called Casa de Nariño, but it's like the White House here in the
House
capital.
of Colombia. Ah,
Yes.
okay. Mm-mm.
And I took one of the same stones from the streets that those
Yes.
few people were taking, and I gave it to the president in the palace. And
Um,
I said to him that as a youth leader, the next time that you see this symbol of the stone, I want your president to remember that this stone is not to destruct, but to construct a temple to
mm-mm.
God, a house for a family. And I thought it was just a beautiful gesture.
Yes.
But next day, all the news in Colombia went crazy. A youth Barranquillera gave a president a stone, and
Yes.
how security let that Colombian woman pass that stone through the security, and it was great. It was
Yes.
a viral news, and that changed my
Wow.
life. And I discovered that a simple gesture may inspire an entire youth because all
Wow.
those levels of violence start to decrease. And
Yes.
and I will say thank you, Lord, thank you, um, president to invite me. And that is how I understood that in opportunities, inspiration is really a tool. More than saying, I want to inspire, it's really about an example.
Yeah.
Example
Mhm.
inspires more than words. So that's what I started to mean.
Wow. And of course, hi to all your supporters. And we have my co-admins also here from the Philippines, Anhar Kanakan. He's watching from Pagadian City. Hello. Ros
Hello.
Chavez. Hello. Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Wow. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for all of you there. And yes. And now I would like to ask, of all the Colombian beauty queens, even international Colombian beauty queens, who is your most favorite?
You want me to be honest?
Yes. Of course, you're always
My
honest.
favorite beauty queen is not Colombian. But if you want me, I could say my Colombian favorite. But my
You
most favorite is not Colombian.
from
But in Colombia, I love Andrea Aguilera. You know her?
Andrea Andrea Aguilera?
Aguilera. She was in top.
Miss.
It was the last placement of Colombia in these 4 or 5 years. Andrea Aguilera.
Ah, okay.
She was, I
Oh,
think, 2000. She was in the middle of pandemic when she ranked 2 years. I think so.
okay. And aside from Colombian beauty queen, who is your most favorite?
Oh, I know you're interested in that. You know,
Yes.
it was a Miss World 2018, Vanessa Ponce. She was Miss World Mexico, and is the first
The
and
first winner
only,
from Mexico.
the
Yes.
first and the only crown, I think so, from
The
Mexico.
only. Yes. Mm-mm.
And the thing, I text her all the time, and she doesn't answer, but I still text her. I comment. I give her likes. I love her, and it's because
Wow.
this simple reason. She says all the time, she's not the tallest. She wasn't the prettiest. She wasn't the most talented. She wasn't an athlete. She wasn't that really a big of a model. But she has something that none of the girls that were competing with her had. She has a strong communication and message. She's so wise, she's so intelligent, she's eloquent, and she's authentic. She has a genuine spirit as a social leader. And that's why I want to be remembered. And that is why she's my most favorite beauty pageant. As a Latina, you know,
Yes.
be recognized not just because of your physique or not just because of your talents. You're recognized to be a powerful woman because of your message and your words and your example. I really love Vanessa. She inspires me every day. I saw that she was going to be in Vietnam
Oh.
in the same time that Miss World is going to be, but she says that she's with another production that maybe she can be
Mm,
with Miss World. But one of my dreams of meeting her, of listening her advices will
mm.
be. I'm really close to meeting her in Vietnam, but I truly
And
admire her. I truly admire
and
her.
with that, you need to be like her, a Miss World winner as well. You know why? You know why I
Yes,
say that one? Because
one.
the year that the year that Colombia joined or debuted to the Miss World pageant, it was 1963. The same year, Mexico also joined Miss World. That was 1963. And Chile also. Chile and Malaysia also. Nigeria and of course even Liberia. These countries first
Wow.
joined the year Colombia joined Miss World for the first time. That was
God,
1963.
is this a sign? Is this a signal?
I hope, maybe. It's a good
You
sign.
know, Sam, do you really want me to win despite you're from other country?
Colombia is overdue for winning the Miss World. And if it's your time, of course, I have
Thank
your
you
support.
so much.
Yes.
Thank
We
you
have our
so
queen, of
much.
course, but either of you,
Yes.
we support.
Don't worry. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, you're looking
That's
forward for
really
you
an
and
honor.
Asia.
It's really an
Yes.
honor for you to say that. I can see how started and how much you have a lot of knowledge of beauty pageants. If you say that this may be your time, thank you so much for trusting, for believing, for starting my credentials. Believe me
Exactly.
that in the
Mhm.
concentration, I want to get better and better for this beautiful dream that my country has.
Yes, because being into beauty pageants or observing the girl, sometimes what makes the girl stand out is not actually being the most beautiful or being or
Yeah.
having the best body, but it is the personality and the intelligence.
Being
And you have that.
authentic and intelligent. Oh my God, thank you, Sam.
Yes,
Thank you. I tried. I tried my best.
yes,
No,
and you're humble.
I think
Yes,
that's
I love your
that's
humility.
thank you.
You're so welcome.
The values of my parents. Thank God I have a really strong,
Mm-mm.
solid family that they taught me how important it is to have integrity, how important it is
Mm-mm.
to be well educated, and the reason of who I am, of what I do is them. I thank them for everything.
Yes. Luis, hola. ¿Cuándo es el viaje en Vietnam?
I go to Vietnam
Yes.
tomorrow. And I was talking to Miss World India. I love her. She's so pretty. I'm excited to meet her.
Yes.
But I was so jealous. I was speaking to her. I'm jealous about you. Like she
What?
in 3 hours, she's going to be in Vietnam. I'm thinking 2 days.
Yes. The
Two
same
days.
Philippines.
Sam,
Oh,
hear me out. I'm going Barranquilla, Bogota. Bogota, Panama. Panama, Istanbul. Istanbul, Vietnam.
I hope you have a good sleep.
I don't think so, but
Because honestly,
for
if I go
example,
travel, I
today I'm
cannot
not
sleep.
going to
I
sleep.
cannot sleep in airplane inside the airplane. Only a nap.
Sam, today I'm not going to sleep. But Sam, I need to wake. I need to be wake up in this dream. I know I have to rest, but I can rest
Yes.
later. This is a moment, the most important moment in my life. I want to, give my best, and
Mm-mm.
I know that resting is important, but there are
Yes.
things that when you do something you love and you feel it's aligned with your purpose, sleep goes to a second place.
Yes, I know, because you are super determined and you have this passion. And of course,
Wow.
your dream of bringing the first Miss
Yes.
Point Crown for your
Yes.
country. Now, I would like to say congratulations to you. You have the most watched introduction video in YouTube. You have more than 66,000
Yes.
views.
And it's getting
Wow.
higher.
Exactly. It's counting, rapidly
Thank you,
counting.
Sam. It's thank you to all the Colombian people that feel that for this time we may have it now. I really thank all their faith, their support. This is really important for us in this world. That our
Mm-mm.
candidates may feel safe and feel like discovered hug from their people. I think that despite the result, that's the most important thing, that we can feel loved by the people we are born with. That is our family.
Wow. Now, I'm taking this chance to ask you, why should we visit Colombia?
You should visit Colombia because many reasons. We are the second most biodiverse country in the entire world. So one of
Wow.
the beautiful landscapes and animals of all types, for example, like the butterflies, we have more than 5,000 types of butterflies in Colombia.
Oh,
And we have an amazing, for example, animals and plants, flowers. So if you want a
yes.
beautiful a picture and
I love that.
get connected to nature, to Mother Nature, you need to come to Colombia. Another thing,
Exactly.
I think I want to verify Vietnamese are welcoming, because here in Colombia we are really welcoming people too. So I want to feel home in Vietnam, and I can make sure that if you come to Colombia, you're gonna feel like home. We're here really extrovert, more in the coast. We're a lot of joy. We're really happy. We're really excited. We're really extroverts. Here, everyone knows what is happening to the neighbor because we're an
Exactly.
entire big family. Sometimes we fight, but we always love ourselves. And for last but not least, I think that the world should know that despite the many painful moments in our history as a country, we have known the importance of raising again and
Yes.
blooming again. That is really something that the world should realize that Vietnam shares with us.
Exactly. And one thing that I was surprised is that when I was doing your poster for this interview, I saw a snow, and I was surprised. And not everyone knows that in Colombia you have snow.
So yes, in Colombia we have all the different, um, for example, stations, and we have all like the regions are completely different.
Yes.
Their accents,
Mm.
their climates, their
Yes.
environments. That is why we are so diverse, and not just with biodiversity, diverse in culture, in history. So, embracing all those cultures as a national title, I think is one of
Yes.
the beautiful things that I can have in my life.
Exactly. And I would like to share this one. And I was surprised. I think Filipinos and Colombians should know this one. Your number of named mountains is the same with the number of islands in the Philippines. You have 7,641 named mountains. We have 7,641 islands. And that was coincidence, a beautiful
That I
coincidence.
didn't know that. That is an amazing fact.
I love history. I just learned that when I was doing interview. Oh wow! Because because I was when I was looking about the snow. Of course, you have this highest mountains in Colombia, the
Yes.
Cristobal
Rivers,
Colon, and
landscapes.
Pico. What is that? Cristobal Colon and Simon Bolivar. And then you
Yes.
have
Oh,
two of the
Sam,
highest mountains in your place.
Sam.
Yes. Thank you.
I love how you embrace knowledge.
I love informations. That's why, and I was surprised with your number of mountains. Yes, it's the same with the number of islands that we have in the Philippines. Seven thousand six
Wow,
hundred
that is
forty-one. In the
amazing.
Philippines, it used to be 7,107 way back in 1994. It was as in a Miss Universe pageant during that time, and wow, because you have a lot of mountains in your countries, huh? In your
You
country,
know,
and we have a lot of
thank
islands
you for
as
the
well.
fact. The first day I have no Asia, I will say to her, Asia, do you know we have the same number of mountains here?
Yes, you are. Oh, no,
Thank you for the
mountains and
compliment.
our islands are the same of the same
And,
numbers.
oh, and the islands
Yes.
too.
Yeah, we have 7,641 islands, and you have 7,641 named
I'm going to tell her.
mountains.
I'm
Wow.
going to
I
tell
was
her.
surprised to know.
And I will
Yes.
do a research. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Now, with all the supporters that you have, hi to them. What can you promise to your quest for the first Miss World crown?
I'll promise that I will not go home until not I really just try my best, but until I take the title of my country making history in this world. And more
Yes.
than a place, being a first runner, being the queen, being Miss World Americas, the thing I most want and I would like to promise my people is that I will make them feel heard and have a transformation and transcend an impact in this world so that the next Miss World Colombia may have a safe space where she can go, that we
Yes.
can see that if our Colombian representatives are good, we may be better than good. That we internationally are every year prepared. So it's about getting better that generation of Colombian beauty pageants. And that's what I really promise. I'll do everything I can in my hands.
Yes, wow. Looking forward to that. One of the things that I like about Miss World is that it for me it has the most iconic crown. It it crown did not
Do
change
you want
for
to
like
know a secret? Well, it's not a secret. You want a fun fact? I
no
know
no
what.
yes
I know what, but my favorite color, since I have memory, it's blue.
blue. Oh,
Yes. And when I
what?
discovered that the Miss World Town was blue, I cried. I got really sensitive. Like, this can't be true. I have always had, we connect sometimes to
Oh,
places, we connect sometimes to people. And I have a strong connection with the color blue since I was a kid. You know,
Mhm.
normally girls like pink, purple. I love blue.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know, I feel this is a sign too, as a signal. And I really hope that Crown may be Colombians today.
Wow. And I would like to just share that, the first, this blue crown of Miss World was first worn in 1979 by Gina Swenson. And it was, until now, it was not changed. Still the same crown.
Wow. And what
From
country
Bermuda.
was she?
Bermuda. I think the first and the only victory of Bermuda.
Wow. Well,
Yes, and she was
what?
first runner-up
Let me
in
ask you, wait,
1979.
wait.
Yes, yes. Sorry for interrupting you. This girl was first runner-up in Miss Universe 1979, the year Venezuela got their first Miss Universe by Maritza Sayatero. So
Oh,
after
yeah,
not winning,
Marisa,
almost
yes.
winning, she joined Miss World and won the Miss World for Bermuda, the first and only. So just adding for the information of all.
Thank you for that
So
information.
thank you. And I think I would like to, no, I would like to ask, what is the best thing about being a Colombian beauty queen?
I think the best thing is the international support. Like as you said before,
Mhm.
internationally we have been loved and I think welcoming by many countries. You know, it's not just the national support, but to see how many countries really admire and recognize our beautiful women, I think it's the most
Mhm.
beautiful.
Wow. I would like to take this chance. Your dad or your parents are with you? Can I?
Well, they
Okay.
actually are in the room, but if you
Yes.
want me, we can
Yes,
go.
please. Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
will go.
Go with them. Yes.
And
Yes.
I'll tell you, I'm drinking.
I'll
This
take
is
this
my
chance.
third. This is my third matcha of the day. Well, they don't
Wow.
know. They don't know. I think they're going to kill me. But you know, it's just see. For
Thank you,
example,
Queen.
this. Sorry
And
for the camera, but see the dresses,
wow, a lot of
the
dress.
secrets. So I'm
A lot
going
of
to
dresses.
record. Wait, how do I? Okay, I'm going to show you the
Quintano
place.
Sobre,
So here's
where
part
you
of the
pass
team.
Vietnam.
See, here's part of the team.
Ah,
Part of the team. Va, te voy a mostrar. Te voy a mostrar, Johnny.
Hablanos de
Johnny,
las
te quieren
pesas de
mostrar.
artesanos.
So, see here, the team, we're working there. Here's my
Wow.
dad.
Hello, Sir
Oh,
Johnny. How are you?
you know, he wants to. What is he doing? Okay, you know that cow. We were investigating. You know it's and Vietnamese game sport. It's called Dachau.
Ah,
I don't know if you know it.
okay.
The
First
Dachau.
time.
And he bought me like 20 Dachau so I can give away here. But I haven't done the video, but he wants to play that.
Can
He's
I
there
ask them?
working.
Can I ask your
He's-
dad?
yes, te quiero preguntar algo. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Hello, Sir Johnny. How are you?
How are
Eh,
you? Fine, thank you. And you?
oh, he's
I'm
learning
good.
English.
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I would like to ask.
Remain and speak so English.
Okay, who is Andrea Romero
¿Quién es
outside
Andrea
of
Romero?
beauty
Yo te
pageant or
traduzco.
as a daughter?
¿Quién es Andrea Romero afuera del certamen de belleza? I'm going to be translating.
Yes.
Andrea es una mujer que cuando está en casa está siempre buscando el bienestar de los demás.
He's saying that Andrea is a woman that when she's home, she's always
Mhm.
trying to give wellness to others.
Siempre que se acerca es que necesitas. Por ejemplo, a mí me dice, toma,
Always, for example, he's saying that I always try to be like supportive with everyone. For example, in his case, some of the things I say is like, what do you need? You need to drink water, for example.
sí.
Mm.
Ese espíritu de colaboración que ella tiene es increíble.
So that collaboration spirit she has is incredible.
En pensar en el
Wow.
otro.
Of thinking for others.
Permíteme contarte
Yes.
algo.
He wants to tell you something.
En el
Yes.
colegio, cuando ella tenía 10 años.
In the school when I had 10 years,
Yes.
Con tus hermanas, las 4 estudiaban,
with my sisters, we four started there.
y hay una aplicación en el teléfono
There's an app in the cell phones
que me dice qué come cada una en el recreo.
that tells him what we lunch at school and our breakfast in recess.
Sí, y un día me di cuenta, revisando la app de la comida,
And one day he realized in that app, watching our food track in school,
que cada una se estaba tomando 2 gaseosas en cada recreo.
that each of us were drinking 2 drinks, 2, for example, Coca-Colas in a recess,
Y 2 pastelitos o 2 sándwiches.
and 2 sandwiches, each of us.
Y yo hice una reunión en mi sala
So he did a meeting in a room
y les pregunté,
and he asked,
¿por qué cada una se toma 2 sándwiches y 2?
why each one of you are eating 2 sandwiches and drinking 2 drinks?
Y me preguntaron, ¿cómo lo sabe yo? La aplicación.
And we asked him, how do you know that? And he said, I know it because of the app.
Y las 4 estaban tímidas, no querían hablar.
And the 4 of us were shy. We didn't want to talk.
Y Andrea levantó la mano.
So I raised my hand.
Y me dijo, tú nos enseñaste que había que sembrar.
So you taught us that we had to,
Y que había que ayudar al prójimo.
help our partner.
Lo que hacemos en el colegio es que
So what we do in school
cada una apadrinó a
Is that-
una muchacha
is that each one of us help another kid
que no tenían en su cajita de merienda comida.
that in their lunchbox they didn't had any lunch.
Y
Yes.
yo les dije, ¿sabe qué?
And I told him, you know what?
Continúen haciéndolo.
Continue doing it. It's okay.
Ese día lloré.
And that day he cried. That day he cried.
Wow.
And
Now,
that's
I'm taking
one
this
of the
chance to,
stories.
yes, to ask your dad, Sir Gianni, how proud are you of Andrea Romero representing Colombia to the Miss World pageant?
Bueno, está diciendo que cómo te sientes tú de que yo voy a estar representando a Colombia. And
Bueno, primero estoy agradecido
that first of all, he's really grateful
porque Andrea nos ha enseñado
because Andrea has taught us
el verdadero sentido de la corona azul.
the true sense of the blue crown.
Y nos parece algo impactante a la familia.
And we think in the family it's something
Y-
really impactful.
Cuando ella ha ido a los 8 Fashion Week más importantes del mundo,
And when she went to the 8 fashion weeks more important of the world,
toda la familia estaba ahí.
all the family was there.
No salimos en la foto.
We
Oh,
didn't-
you're going there, huh?
We
Vietnam.
didn't appear in the picture.
Y la razón de los Fashion Week
And the reason of the
Ah,
fashion
okay.
es que ella tomó a las madres tejedoras,
is that she took the artisans' moms
que por lo general son personas que con la mano
that normally they're women that with their hands,
cosen una prenda 6 meses.
they took like 6 months doing a product.
Y hace muchas veces cuando el alambre en la artesanía
And sometimes with the material in the
Metálico.
artisan,
se quedan las últimas piezas,
they get the last pieces.
los dedos sangran.
Their fingers bleed
Y
doing it.
ella se propuso que si iba a los Fashion Week, podía llevar las artesanías
Wow.
hasta
Thank you,
Granma.
thank you for
So
sharing.
she proposed that in the fashion weeks, she really like made a promise for these moms that she will get that visibility in the fashion weeks for the mothers
Wow.
that are
Thank
artists
you,
in Colombia.
Thank you to your dad. And I would like to ask for your dad message to you before you depart to Vietnam for the Miss World pageant.
Now my dad, what?
Message to you. What is your dad message to you before you are departing to Vietnam?
Antes de que me vaya a Vietnam.
El mensaje que yo le di a ella,
The message that he would say to me,
vuela alto, mariposa.
fly high, butterfly.
Wow,
Ella-
mariposa butterfly. Yes.
Es que ella cuando estaba chiquita le decían el gusano de pie porque era alta.
That when I was kid, they called me a worm because I was,
Y ellas,
So,
ellas se
I love that.
encerraron en el baño para no hablar con nadie y a comer dentro del baño.
so I got myself in the bathroom in the toilet and I cried really much and eating because recess for me was really painful.
Y aprendió la resiliencia.
So I learned resilience.
Y hoy el
Wow.
gusano es una linda mariposa.
And now the worm is a beautiful
Now,
butterfly.
beautiful butterfly,
Y sobre
mariposa.
todo una mariposa azul como la corona.
I'm mostly a blue butterfly
Cada
at the
vez,
crown.
cada vez
Wow.
que en su Instagram o su Facebook ella
Every
escribe,
time in my social media when I write,
los que somos fan de ella,
the
colocamos
ones that are fans of me,
un sticker o emoji de
they put an
mariposa.
emoji of a blue butterfly.
Sí.
Wow.
Y ahora
Thank
ella está tratando de hacer que otros encuentren sus alas
And
en el
now,
interior.
and now she's trying that others may find their own wings in their interior.
Por eso creó la aplicación Inspirar.
That is why I created the Inspirator app that is going to be in the concentration.
La primera aplicación en el mundo sobre el bullying.
It's the first app in the entire world to prevent bullying and suicide.
Pero en sí no es solamente bullying, en general es inspirar.
But it's not just about bullying, it's about inspiration in general.
Porque los jóvenes los fines de semana están aburridos.
Because now youth on the weekends, they're bored.
Y del aburrimiento
And from being bored
a la desmotivación
to
¿qué pasa?
demotivation is just one step.
Luego pasan a la depresión.
Then they get into depression.
Y después de la depresión sucede una
And from
depresión más
depression,
aguda.
there's a worse depression.
Y inicia en la quinta etapa
And it starts the fifth step
los pensamientos suicidas.
that are the suicide thinking and the suicide
Sin
thoughts
esperanza.
without hope.
Pero si tú inspiras
But if you inspire
al que está a tu lado,
the one that is next to you,
y hay un grupo de personas con esta reforma educativa
if there's a group of people with this educational
sobre la
reform
importancia de inspirar.
about the importance of inspiration,
De nada sirve que hagas un acueducto o de nada sirve que hagas casas si no tienes inspiración.
it doesn't make sense if we do aqueducts, if we do houses. If there's no inspiration, there's not a reason for it.
Y Andrea tiene una frase muy linda.
And Andrea has a beautiful phrase.
La inspiración es la flama del propósito.
Inspiration is the flame of purpose.
No se trata solamente de llenar la necesidad de alguien.
It's not just about fulfilling a necessity of someone.
Se trata de inspirarlo,
It's about inspiring him,
inspirarlo
inspiring
para
breathing,
que ese efecto dominó continúe.
so that effect may continue.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for this.
You know,
Thank you.
my
Thank you.
dad's a social communicator too. He's a storyteller and strategy. You may see.
Yes.
¿Sabes qué?
And your dad is a good advisor.
Cuando
Él
estábamos,
es un gran aconsejador.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Cuando estábamos,
You're
cuando estaba chiquita, en el COVID, nos íbamos en la camioneta
When we were kids, we were in the car,
y estaba prohibido salir de la ciudad. Todos tienen que estar escondidos.
and it was prohibited to, be in the streets.
El
You
COVID.
need to be protected because of COVID.
Y
Ah.
nosotros nos íbamos
Yes.
con un permiso en el carro
And we had to go with a permission in the car
para llegar a las esquinas de los niños de los semáforos que limpian tu vidrio.
to go to the streets with the kids that were working.
Y le hacíamos una pregunta.
And we asked them just one question.
¿Cuánto dinero tú haces aquí en limpiando carros?
How much money do you do here just washing cars?
Y el tipo decía, no hago mucho desde que cayó el COVID.
And they said, I don't really do much here in COVID
Y
time.
le decíamos, hagamos algo.
And we said to him, let's do something.
Si te doy lo de esta semana,
If I give you
¿no
the
viene
thing
más?
of this week, you will not come more.
Y yo, sí, lo prometo.
And he said, yes, I'll promise.
15 días después,
And 15 days later,
no había casi nadie en las calles limpiando vidrios.
there was no more people. There were less people on streets washing cars.
Wow. Thank you.
And it's
Thank
how
you,
I
thank
think
you.
it's about how inspiration goes in every form, in the streets, in fashion, in palace, in the White House.
You know, Queen Andrea, with that, your dad is a good advisor, and you can be a good
Thank
translator
you.
or interpreter to your cool
Oh,
Latina
thank
candidates.
you.
For
Thank
those who
you.
cannot,
Thank you so
oh,
much.
but
Well, I'm
with you,
going to
yes.
show you.
Mm.
Well, bye, Dad. Ciao, pa.
Esto serio.
I'm going to
Thank you.
show you a little bit more of the team here. Wait,
And of
give
course,
me
your
a
national
second.
costume, I need to ask before we end
No,
this
I
interview.
can't tell anything. See, so here, he's
Okay, so hello,
my
hello there.
artist from New York. Good. How are you?
Okay,
He speaks
I,
English.
I'm good. I would like to take this chance to ask you, sir, what is your message to Queen Andrea for the Miss World pageant?
A message for me for the Miss World.
What is this?
He's an interviewer. Well, I'm gonna show you. From
Oh, what happened to the internet? Colombia Pride on the world stage. Yes, Jan Kendrick. Roth Chavez. Hello. Yenny Maestri. Hello. Colombia. Yes. Corona, Colombia. Yes. Bianca. Luisa. Marcela Lopez. Oh, I think there's problem with the internet connection.
hello.
So, yes. Hello. I'm here. I think there's problem with your internet connection. Queen Andrea. Oh, Andrea. Yes. So, Andreas is inspirational. Yes. Luisa Marcela Lopez. Very inspiring. Queen. And thank you for all of you guys who are with us. We are more than 300 here. Welcome back.
Sorry. In that place we don't have good internet,
Yeah.
but here we
Yes,
are.
yes, yes. Yes, your message to Queen Andrea.
A message for me.
Ah,
Oh, that was a big inhaling
yeah,
exhaling.
yeah. It's in reality is the best. Is
Thank you.
is very
Almost
nice.
speechless, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
very nice person. It's very nice. Everything is so focused for it
Mm.
this world.
We're really
Describe her in
focused.
3 words. If you can describe Queen Andrea in 3 words, what words are that?
Focus,
Yes.
discipline,
Discipline.
discipline,
Yes.
and talent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I think those are
Wow.
three really strong qualities,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Yes.
Thank
Mm-mm.
you, Sergi.
Yeah.
I
Thank you
will
so
not bother
much.
you more. I will not bother you no more. I know you're working there. Sorry.
No, Queen,
Yes.
Queen. Yes. Thank you. Wow. Queen Andrea, thank you for that moment that I have
No,
spoken to
thank
your dad,
you. Thank
to your
you.
friends there. Wow. Mm-mm.
Yes, you
Thank
know,
you. Oh.
really working much. And there's because this is a big home here from my designer, and
This is your
they
home or
no,
this
this
is
is
your
not
home?
my home. No, this is not
Ah,
my home. I would like to
okay.
be my home with all these beautiful dresses. Like, look at that.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yes.
But
Mm-mm.
this is Julio Gonzalez, a Colombian designer, a really international, well-known designer from my
Yes.
city. And
Now, with that, I would like to take this chance to ask you, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
I see myself as the Miss World 2026. And as a youth leader, as a
Yes.
businesswoman that empowers women, as a social communicator with a PhD, um, and with
Manifesting.
that, thank you. With that professional title, traveling around the world as a speaker with
Yes.
Inspirar and working
Mm.
with what I love, that is social work as a speaker. And at the same time, giving this message to people that they can accomplish their dreams too. And my personal is to act. I love acting. I would love to
Wow.
be in a cinema, in a film, and at the same time I like to model in fashion week. So I see myself in so many things, but the
Mm.
most important thing I see myself in 10 years is working really hard with Inspired as the gift that I think that God gave me, and I assure with my professional title.
Wow. And with that, almost the same question, but I would like to ask, how would you like to be remembered as a beauty queen?
I would love to be remembered as a woman that didn't cross her arms when the people, the weekend, needed her. Martin Luther King once said something I will never forget, that it's painful and it hurts the injustice of bad people. But it hurts way more the indifference of good people. And
Mhm.
I would love to be remembered not as an indifferent human being, but as an active leader that takes action in when it's needed in every social or like problem and issue. I don't want to be recognized as someone that is next to you and wouldn't help you, because I think my advocacy and one of the reasons I'm here on Earth is to give love, and with my example, um, just by being me and trying to give the best to everyone, I could really inspire everything. I think inspiring is my life and my purpose.
Yes. You know, with this interview, I can see you in 10 years from now, more than a beauty queen, you
Ha!
you are a TV personality. You're a good speaker. You are a very calm speaker, and inspiring. Yes, queen as you
Thank
are.
you so much. That is my goal in life, to be
Mhm,
remembered as a speaker, but mostly as a active leader. Because
yes.
leadership that combines empathy with consistency, I think it's really a goal of mine that maybe shown through this Miss World journey, and I hope that it goes in my entire life.
Yes. Now, speaking of leadership, and we are in the world of social media now, the internet world, the social media world. If there is one big concern that that should be addressed when it comes to youth about using social media, what is that?
I think that in social media, there is a really complex world of a lot of
Mhm.
superficial matters. It's
Yes.
it's beautiful to find a unique and authentic women and
Mm-mm.
person. Um, to show ourselves and who we really are through social media. It's, I think, the thing that may inspire others, because with the things that Photoshop of this dream of idolizing who I want to be because I want to be a her and comparing ourselves to others, not knowing
Mm-mm.
really have of our true lives, being authentic and being a real human through social media, I think is basically what we need to show more, and that everyone should be concerned. We show the best things we have, but we don't know how much it takes to to have those things. And we don't like to show our bad moments. We don't like to show if we feel sad, if we feel fear, afraid. I think that we need to be concerned about being real and authentic through social media.
Wow. Bravo. Thank you so much. And of course, I would like to say thank you also to your Q&A trainer,
Mitch, thank
Michelle,
you.
Ma'am
How
Michelle,
are
Ma'am
you?
Michelle Joy. Thank you so much for the trust. And of
Thank
course,
you.
to all the
Mitch,
Colombians
I
out
hope
there,
I'm
your
doing
supporters.
good. Mitch, I hope I'm doing good.
Yes, and thank you so much, Queen Andrea, for this chance to do an interview with you. You
No,
you, you
thank you,
can be
Sam.
a big
Sorry for
name.
the
I know.
delay. Sorry
Yes.
for the delay. Believe me that I see you as part of the team to win the first crown for Colombia.
Good luck for that. And of course, my last question to you is, why should you be the first Colombian Miss World? Or why should you win the Miss World 2026 crown?
As a Colombian, because first of all, I want to make history for my country. And
Yes.
second, because I think I truly understand what a Miss World is.
Mm-mm.
Like a beautiful butterfly that
Yes.
flies to inspire others to discover their own wings.
No
And
longer the worm.
no longer the worm. I want
Yes.
to, and I want to come as a Miss World to support the organization, to work with them, and to continue
Mm-mm.
that beautiful legacy of beauty for purpose that generations of women have been reproducing. And I will give all my talents, all my knowledge, all my heart, and I'll strive and I commit myself to working hand with Julia with the organization so that Miss World will be known in fashion, through sports, through culture, and so that Colombia may at the same time be known as Miss World, the best beauty pageant in the entire world. I want to get back in my country with this organization so that my country will remember how prestigious is a message of a beauty pageant that may have a purpose.
Wow. Thank you, Queen, and thank you for this moment of doing interview with you. And
No,
of course,
thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. I
congratulations as
tried
well to
my
your
best.
yes successor. Before actually you before joining Miss World Pageant, you already have a successor, Maria Jose Rojas.
Yes, Maria Jose, but we call her Majo.
Ah, Maho. Ah, okay.
Yes,
Look.
she's beautiful. She's talented. She has an amazing card. When I gave her the crown, I saw her tears in her face, and
Yes.
I have goosebumps because I felt with her tears how beautiful it is to accomplish a dream of yours. And I
Wow.
feel that moment of hers like mine. It remembers me when I won, and how much would it be if I get the Miss World crown. So that really inspired me because it's not just about inspiring; it's about being inspired too. And Mama inspired me a lot. She was she was crying so much because like that dream is now a reality, and and
Yeah.
and how she's committed to continue the work we've done. It's truly admire her. I told her that any advice, anything she will need when I come back from the international beauty pageant, she can count on me because we are women and we are Colombia at the same time.
Wow, yes. And the support is there, of course.
Yes, yes,
Every queen should uplift other queen. And that's Colombian
yes.
queens.
I
Filipino
think
queens as well. Yes. Thank you for this chance. And good luck for the Miss World,
thank you.
73rd Miss World in Vietnam. Of course, to your successor that the Miss World would be in Tanzania next year. So good luck
Yes.
also to her.
I
Yes.
hope I hope to meet her as the Miss World there. I would
Yes.
one of my dreams is to go to Africa and Asia. So this year
Exactly.
I may accomplish going to Asia, but I hope that I could be in Africa. And if I go as the next Miss World, that is not
Mhm.
just going to be a dream. How can we call someone that gets better than your dream or something that gets better than your dream?
Yes.
I don't know what type of name or vocabulary it's used here, but that's the fun. And God, that would be God surprising me and confirming that I still have to work on this. And, not for me, for everyone I love and for the
Yes.
sake of humanity.
I'm looking forward to that. When you won the Miss World for the first time, experiencing Africa for the first time, and watching the annual migration in Africa for the first time.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's true. I
Queen
really,
Andrea, thank you so much. Actually, it's 4 a.m. here in Saudi Arabia.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for
It's
the
okay. I
delay.
have no problem. This is once in a lifetime, a beautiful chance to talk with
Oh,
the Colombian Queen.
now you see why resting sometime comes with a second, as a second
Yes,
place. Now you understand.
yes. And you are the
Thank
very
you
first
so
Latina
much.
queen that I did a live interview.
Really,
So thank you. And to
thank you.
Mamich,
What an
thank you.
honor. Now we're
Good
starting to
luck.
make history. We're starting to
Have
make
a safe,
history.
yes, long trip
Because
to
when they ask
Vietnam.
you what was the first Miss World when you were doing an interview, oh, it's Colombia, Andrea Romero. Thank you for the honor.
Yes, Andrea Romero.
So
And I
I
did
was the
interview
first
her.
in your interview. I hope we can be the first Colombian crown and that Julia
Yes,
will really connect with me. I admire her so much and I want to continue her legacy so much. And I
yes.
hope that with my actions, with the way I see, I feel it may transcend in the concentration. It's our moment I am so sensitive, but tomorrow is the day, and I'm preparing myself to bring that from home.
for the Colombia. So looking forward that after your four first runners-up in 1981, Nini Soto, 1983, uh, yeah, Rocio Luna, and then in 1996, Carolina Arango,
And
and
then
in
Natalia
2022,
Peralta.
Natalia Peralta, the gorgeous Natalia Peralta.
It's beautiful.
This year would be Colombia. And of course, either of you,
Stop.
Colombia and
Why are
Philippines,
you so
will
sure?
celebrate.
Stop. I love your conviction. I need that conviction.
Because I love your personality. The intelligence is there. And
Really.
that's not
Thank you.
that's one thing
Thank
that
you. You're
cannot be
gonna make
learned
me cry. You're gonna make me
in one
cry.
day training. Personality is what is that? It's natural. It's not something that you could learn in just 1 month of training.
Not even in 2 years. Not even in
Exactly.
5 years. It's
That is it.
something I think a
Yes.
gift you're born with and you develop through your life. And
Exactly.
thank you. Thank you for that compliment. I
You're
really
so
hope
welcome.
I really hope I can show that in the concentration to all the girls.
Yes. Thank you and good luck
Sam, thank you.
and God
I
bless
hope
you,
to
my dear.
see you one day in Vietnam, in the Philippines, or in Saudi Arabia. I don't know
Or
where
in
you are.
Colombia.
Oh,
Yes. Thank
no,
you.
in
Thank you.
Colombia. You're coming to Colombia, Sam. I don't know when, but you're coming. That's a fact.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Manifesting for
God
that
bless
and
you,
good luck.
Sam. Thank you for this
Yes,
moment.
okay. And hi to all to your team. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Colombian.
you.
Thank you, Colombians.
Mahal ko
Thank you.
kayo. Mahal ko kayo.
Wow, we love you too. Yes. Mm.
Thank you.
Bye. Admin Sam here.